Welcome one and all to the YTF podcast, where we discuss current events, give advice, and review some YouTube videos that you sent in to us. Without further ado, welcome to the family. I'm your host, Lord Pyro, and we are joined by Jack Parnell and DowncastSpark, along with a special guest, FuchsiaButter.
Welcome back to the show, Butters.
Hello.
Yeah, I hope you're excited to be on what's basically just a YouTube knockoff of My Brother and Me.
I have no idea what that even is.
Welcome to YTFA, where literally the whole time all I do is annoy people and they question why they even said yes in the first place.
That's not entirely
Is
true
it?
some of the time.
See, you had to catch yourself.
No comment.
You had to catch yourself. That's not good.
All right, so let's just get into the topic real quick. First topic. This is the topic that we kind of wanted to bring FuchsiaButter in for, just to give some insight on it, and that being collaborations. Butters, you have collaborated with a lot of people. You've you've kind of grown by collabing with other content creators. We thought that it would be nice to just kind of get some insight into your thoughts on how to collab, how to contact people, how to reach out, stuff like that.
Well, in regards to how, it's really not as hard as many people think it is. Even if you're reaching out to somebody who's significantly larger than you, like multiple, even hundreds of times larger than you, you can still get a response that could be a positive response that could help you. Even if it's not a collaboration, they could offer to help you out or work with you or just talk with you and stuff like that, which is always useful. For example, the first collaboration I did was back, I think, in late 2019 with, was it late 2019? I'm pretty sure it was. It was with fucking Just a Robot and Manga Kamen. And with those two, it was originally just supposed to be a collab with Just a Robot, but Manga Kamen decided to hop in too, which was nice. But the whole reason and way I actually got that collaboration was back when I was still using the human Fluttershy as my stills, and just shortly after I had acquired a completely legal copy of Vegas. With that, I messaged Just a Robot and asked him, because I figured I might as well just ask him anyway, even if I'm not going to get a response, does he want to collab with me? And like I said, this was like literally 200.5 subs, Fluttershy stills, and just coming out of Windows Movie Maker. And he still said yes. Now this was back in June. This was just, of course I told him that I was getting stills and that there was all that coming in. And the reason he said to me that he accepted it was because I had potential. And looking back on it, I think what he saw was the determination and the strive to get better at what I was doing. Because I told him when I messaged him that I didn't have a still set other than Fluttershy, but one was being made. Just saying that probably was enough to get him interested, and I think he looked at some of my content and was, in some way turned on by the way that I did things. So he accepted it, and this was in June of that year, and we got to work on it in October, November of that year. And that's when that video came out. And then, aside from all the drama and whatever surrounding, I don't know if you know Toasty Vanilla, surrounding a whole bunch of drama around him, he is the reason that I know a lot of the people that I know. Of course, I still probably would have reached out to them individually either way, but through him, I met Nezzy Monster, Miss ZZ, Mad Libs, and a handful of other commentary YouTubers. But through Just a Robot, I met Manga Kamen, and another example of just how collabing turns out pretty okay, even if you're just reaching out to people that you've never talked to before, is with Dumbsville. I joined his server and DM'd him and asked him if he wanted to collab, and he straight up was just down for it. Dumbsville is the best person I've ever worked with in terms of collabs. Him and I have done about 4 or 5, and we're working on a 6th and a 7th. The 6th going up on my channel, which is a Clutch Powers review. The other one on my channel was a Garfield Kart review, and then a 2-parter to a Halloween review. So I've worked with him the most out of everybody, and I started working with him when he was at 40K, but he shot up. He exploded. He's at like 160,000 last I checked. But him and I still talk and work on stuff all the time together, and we haven't done anything on his channel recently because he's still trying to figure out moving, but the important thing with that is if you can establish some sort of ground with anybody in a similar field to stuff that you're working on, you can get really far, like farther than you ever expected. Because when I did the collab with Jar and Manga Common, I hit 1,000 subs the very day that it went up. And I think it took a few more days for me to hit 2,000. And this was back in 2019, and now I'm at 20,000, and I'm almost at 21,000. And part of that, a lot of that, is because of the collabs that I've done. The last few videos on my channel were very, very, very impactful collabs. I didn't do a collab with the Emperor's New Groove video, but that's still doing very well at 4,500 views. But the 2 collabs that I did immediately before were the Doki Doki one, where I had a bunch of other YouTubers, high profile, not high profile, do voices for the characters. I had Madlibs, who's like 50k, Dumbsville, who's 160k, Miss Easy, who was like 70k, and Nezzy, who's just below 10k. It doesn't matter how large they are. What matters is the amount of times people are going to see your face on other channels in the recommended or with other YouTubers, the more likely they are going to come to your channel. Because if they've seen you around a lot before with people that they already watch, they're going to want to check you out. Because if the people they watch are interested in you, that gives them a reason to be interested in you in part.
You know, I'm going to sound really fake saying this, Butters, but honestly, listening to you say this, it actually is really inspiring to me. And I probably sound like a fake, like, basic bitch right now saying that. But, I am someone who's always terrified, personally, to message larger content creators. I'm always worried I'm going to annoy them. I'm always worried that I'm going to be just a nuisance. Like, oh, they probably get so many people asking for collabs, you know? They don't need another guy doing it, right?
It's scary. It is scary, but the thing you have to take into account is how you present yourself to them and how you think other people are presenting to them. Because while you are correct, I get messages all the time of people asking me for collabs, but 90% of the time, if not almost all of the time, it's people that aren't determined to improve or don't have a whole lot of potential, which sounds mean, but when you look at a lot of the people that will ask you to collab, it's not that they have lesser software that they work with, because the software doesn't really matter. I used Windows Movie Maker for about 1.5 years. The issue is, if you can look at their content and it's the same for the last several months, there's no point in collabing with them because they don't see a reason to improve or change their content as they go forward. If you see a consistent upgrade and change in content, that is someone who you want to collab with. That is the reason that Just a Robot collabed with me, because every single video I did up until we collabed and further changed and improved and got better. And I switched softwares, and I switched thumbnail ideas, and I switched all these different things just to improve it. There's little things you can improve with every single video you do. That is the important part about nailing a collab.
It's the
That's what
it's about impressing them.
Honestly, like,
it's kind of like the sorry, you go, Santos.
thanks. I was just gonna say, like, that's kind of like one of the hardest parts for me, because personally, like, my thing is my insecurity and my anxiety, which I feel like a lot of people have. Because for me, like what she said, what Butter said, like, it's about like starting at a point and progressing. It doesn't matter if you start off bad, because everybody starts off bad. It's being able to progress to do better and have a drive to do better and have some kind of potential to show that you could do better that matters. But sometimes I feel like some people, including myself, because I've been wanting to collab with bigger content creators. I know one of the people I want to collab with is just way out of my reach. I just talked to Jack about one of the people I would love to collab with one day is PewDiePie, but my point is, it's like even like smaller creators or just like any other creators period, I always get into my own way, being like, you know, like I tell myself that I'm not good enough, even though I know that I'm good enough, and then I think it psychs me out. And I don't know if you would have any suggestions to people who have the same issues of trying to get out there, because sometimes it's not even the content, it's just their insecurities.
Well, the main thing with that is the same issues you feel that you have, the large content creators that you look up to have. Because every single person that I've talked to, every single person that I've worked with is a person. We're all people. It doesn't, regardless of how large our channels are, if you can connect with them on a, even if it's a superficial level, if you can connect with them in any way, you're likely to establish more and more of a connection and get further with them. That's just the whole thing with it. They have the same amount of insecurities. They have different insecurities. They're just as friendly as you think they are, but there are definitely a handful that are a bit I wouldn't say snobbish, but like just a little difficult to reach, and that really isn't too worth it. Like, I like Kim Possible a lot. That's a fucking YouTuber from the old MLP days.
I heart Kim Possible.
She's, you know, she makes fun content.
Yeah.
She does stuff.
She does.
And
she made like a video on Treasure Planet, I think, a while back.
The thing is, contacting her is borderline impossible, because she set up a very, very pretentious system around her entire image. She has, if you email her business email, she's not going to see the email. She has people that sees the email. She's a 200,000 subscriber YouTuber. She does not need that. You can't contact her through Twitter. You can't contact her through Discord. You have to contact her through her own people. And 90% of the time, they won't even contact her. It's that, when you see that, that is an obvious sign that you won't have a chance or really be able to contact that person. But if you can just DM them or tweet at them or talk to them in their Discord server or message them through Discord, there is a significantly higher chance that you're just going to be able to get through to them and talk to them. So if you see countermeasures in place, that's like really the only telltale sign that you're not really going to be able to talk to them.
You know, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
No, I see what you're saying now. It's just like sometimes it's not sometimes the creator them. It's not sometimes like you being small. It's just them being so hard to contact that probably even bigger content creators can't even get a hold of them. So
So
yeah,
I mean,
I
like,
don't
a
know
lot of-
I have not met anybody that has countermeasures as intense as she does. And I know Just a Robot, he's over, I think he's almost 200,000, I can't remember. I know Manga Kamen, who's close to 100,000. Dumbsville is over 160,000. All these people you can contact extremely easily. And like me, I'm 20K. You can contact me extremely easily. It's not so much of a, we don't want the DMs, we don't want useless DMs. For example, hi, or a bunch of or just other random conversation things that pop up in our DMs. We don't have the time for that kind of stuff. But if you're messaging an actual serious inquiry about wanting to either collab or work together, we're definitely going to see it, and depending on how you present yourself, we'll answer or not.
right, that's so. We've talked a lot about the do's. What are the absolute like do nots? What is the stuff like? I know I have some stuff like I could share, but I want to hear your thoughts, Butters. What are the absolute things you should
Don't
never
ask
do?
for sub. I have to say that. Don't ask for sub.
Yeah,
I will punch
sub-
you. I can't stand that.
That is an easy way to tell that is an easy way to tell if someone's channel is absolutely terrible.
Oh,
If they
yeah.
ask for sub, their content is either awful, very inconsistent, or really, really prone to not changing at all.
Or even
Sub for
stolen
sub is
sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
just, it's stolen too. Sub for sub is just it's meaningless because
Empty number.
it's an empty number. It's a number that doesn't mean anything if you go sub for sub.
Exactly.
And another don't would be, the just sending like hi in DMs or following up constantly or following up even semi-regularly. Like if you follow up every couple of weeks or something, that's another thing. If you follow up every other day or something like that, we're just going to mute you, because if we don't answer, it's not that we didn't see it. We more than likely saw it. So just another don't I'd have to say is don't reach out to creators that would not mesh with your content in any way, and don't reach out to creators that you wouldn't mesh with their content in any way, because you're not going to get an answer irregardless of what you do. If your content isn't similar, there is absolutely no reason for them to answer you, which is what I run into the most with people reaching out to collab with me. I've very, very, very somewhat strict guidelines when it comes to collabing, not in an unfair sense, just in a logical sense, because I make a show, and the show is formed up of mostly sprites and character images. If someone doesn't have quality character images or character images at all, I'm not going to answer or collab with that person, because they will not fit in with my channel. Having a disembodied voice of someone that doesn't make sense, that I can't characterize at all, is completely ridiculous to any of my stuff.
I have a curious question about that, actually. Have you ever had like anybody like want to collab with you, and even though they didn't have stills, they're willing to get stills for that collab? Or has it just been like for them, they're like, no, I don't have stills, like they weren't even willing to work with you? Like that's...
No, but that's exactly what I did with Just a Robot.
Yeah.
Because I messaged him, I didn't have the stills yet, but I told him I was getting them.
Yeah.
It's not even like... And yeah, if you say that you can't get stills because you don't have the money, that is also a turnoff, because that is a lie. Anybody can get money in any form of ways, even if you're young. If you have to do housework, if you have to do stuff outside with other neighbors or whatever. I did that as a kid to get my own money for stuff. People can do that. And even if you're like a teenager and you're in high school, you can get a job fairly easily. Like, I got a fucking job at McDonald's. McDonald's will hire you if you breathe in their direction. It's not even a difficult thing to do. I walked in on the interview date. They asked me like 4 questions and I was hired. And none of them were important questions. So getting money isn't a difficult thing. When you say that you won't put money into your channel, that's another reason people will not collab with you. Because if you're not willing to put anything into the stuff that you are making monetarily, then there's no reason for people to collab with you, because you don't care enough to put back into it. If you're only trying to take out of it, that's a massive sign for people to stay away from you, because you don't care about the content enough. Like, if you invest in better mics, better capture cards, better cameras and stuff like that, that's one thing. But like, obviously tech and whatever doesn't make the YouTuber, but it does show that you're willing to put back into what you're creating, and that is a big major. The only other don't I can think of would be trying to guilt trip people, because that just pisses everybody off.
Idea.
I've had somebody
That is the
do
thing that
with
angers us the most. If you try to guilt trip a larger YouTuber, we're more than likely going to publicly make fun of you, because I have done it before.
Listen,
I have done it.
Have you ever had
times.
somebody insult you while they're trying to collab with you? I got a story for you guys. This might make you guys laugh. So one day, like, you know how you, like, Butters, I think you know what I'm talking about. You get those random DMs in Discord, having someone be like, hey fam, I want to collab with you. And you're like, okay, cool, down. What can you offer? And then they kind of like throw shit, and usually it just doesn't work out, right? Like, I mean, or like it works out. It's like one of the two, right? So this one for me was a little bit different. All right, this is gonna be a true definition for who's watching of what not to do. Number 1, don't call the person you want to collab with ugly. Like,
I feel like
Yeah, that's probably not
like,
gonna help.
listen. Okay, so I have a screenshot of the actual chat somewhere in the Rejects Discord. I'll have to find it because it was I think it's in no context DowncastSpark. But
I feel like I might have
yeah,
seen
but
that.
it's literally this person was like, "Yo, fam, I want to collab with you." I'm like, "All right, bet, cool. What can you do?" And at first he was like, "Well, I'm new to YouTube. I don't really have a mic." And then he showed me his channel. I'm like, "Well, cool. I see you got progress. You know, here's a cheap mic for you to." I suggested Blue Yeti. It's not really important, but you know, we were willing and stuff. Then he comes across my channel and stuff, and he takes a screenshot of a photo of me. He's like, "This you?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me, my guy. That's me. You're talking to the right guy." And he's like, and he literally said, "Okay, cool. I don't really care what people look like. I just want to collab." I'm like, I'm like, bro, you come in my DMs to collab with me, and then low-key call me ugly. The fuck? Who does that? Like, who does that?
Gosh.
Like, listen, I'm
stupid people.
not saying I'm no Prince Charming, all right? I'm not saying I look drop dead gorgeous, like walking out.
You're
of
definitely not
magazine.
ugly, dude.
Yeah, I don't think I'm ugly, but I don't.
No, you're
yeah,
not.
you're not bad
But
looking.
like the fact that like this guy just comes in my DMs, and he's like, "Hey, fam, you fucking ugly, but I want to collab."
Oh my god.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Yeah, I know. So there's a do not for you guys. If you
Um,
don't do that.
I have one big do not as well.
Go ahead.
Specifically, this applies to trying to collab to an animator. This is a very specific thing to my medium of YouTube
Are
video.
you gonna say what I think you're gonna say? Like the one.
Do not, because I get this all the fucking time, where people come into my DMs after I post a video and they go, "Hey, I want to collab with you. I'm making an animated series on YouTube. Will you animate it?" And I'm like, "Is this a commission or a collab?" And they're like, "It's a collab. You'll do it for free. It's exposure for you." It's like, so you want me to dedicate months of drawing thousands of frames? Like, my animations are typically 10 to 100,000 individual drawings. Like, this is why I invested in Toon Boom recently, because I want to start doing puppet animation to speed up my process a bit and make it a little higher quality.
Good for you.
But like, thank you.
You're welcome.
But yeah, no, like, but like, they want me to spend months on it on a video. They're just gonna write it, and I have to provide the animation and the voice acting. Yeah, no, don't do that. A collab, you should be there going, "Yo, either I want to do this video, you just gotta show up," or say, "Here's an ambitious idea, but I'm gonna need both of us to do something. I'll do most of it if I can," you know?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't be sitting there saying, "Hey, I'm gonna get you to do this for me." And I know sometimes you take, like, you know, you could get commissioned for this instead, but nah, you'll do it for free. Don't
Yeah,
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are dumb.
It seems obvious, but I
Dude,
get it at least
people-
twice a month.
Like, here's the thing. Here's another thing. With a collab, what a collab is supposed to do, and I think a lot of people always get this misguided. A collab is supposed to help both of you grow. Usually, collab, one person will make one video and the other person will make another, and it's just for fun. Like, you're just doing it not only to get some content out there, but to actually, like, get some time, like spend some time with that person, get to know them better. It's kind of like a business yet personal thing, and that's how people usually find out, do I vibe with this person or do I not? And even if you don't vibe with them, guess what? You still collabed with them and you still helped each other grow. So that's something you got to consider. It's not always a bad thing, dude. Like,
yeah, like, don't expect to just blow up from a collab like Butters did, because, like, I worked with Shay Frillis on Shiny Reanimated. That man has 1 million subs. And you know what? I didn't blow up like I
There's
thought.
a million?
I
I thought he...
1 million? 2 million? He's
Yeah.
big.
yeah, no, he's
And,
a,
like,
he's a big YouTuber.
And like but you know what? First of all, I didn't go in there expecting I didn't go in there expecting to blow up. I didn't go in there expecting to blow up or anything because, well, it's a reanimated project. There's 140 other people involved.
Yeah, that's sort of that's an indirect collab.
Yeah, exactly.
A massive amount of people.
But it was fun at the end of the day, right?
Yeah.
That's still a
fun.
collab, and you still grew from it because there's people that came over from that, but that still counts. Like,
plus, I met 140 animators
it is definitely
who gave me
a
tips.
collab. It's just, hey, there you go. It's definitely a collab. It's just more of an indirect one. When you do larger and larger collabs with a large amount of people, they're going to typically gravitate towards the most appealing out of the massive amount of bunch.
Oh, absolutely.
Which, like,
wasn't me.
If you do a single or like a collab with a single person, it's a lot easier to grow from it.
Oh yeah, like I'm not gonna sit here and go, I was the most appealing and shiny. No, I was mid tier in that. I was like, yeah, like
there were some fantastic animators.
Yeah, like
in
there were some fantastic people, and you know what? I will still preach because I still chat with some of the animators in Shiny Reanimated. These guys are awesome. Like this whole group was so wholesome the whole way through, and are just such nice people. And Shay Frillis is such a nice guy with such a huge heart. Like I've talked to him a few times, and he's just, I like that guy. He's a good guy.
Alright, so anything past the do's and don'ts?
Yes, right. Back to questions.
Yeah, I was actually gonna kind of ask a follow-up on your spiel about character stills. Do you have any examples of like what a bad character still would be like? Like if somebody has character stills,
poorly drawn and minimal expressions. Because even if you have one pose and you have like 8 expressions, with those 8 expressions, you can make a decent amount more by yourself. And all it really takes is a little bit of knowledge of how to use something like paint.net, overlaying them and then erasing the mouth or the eyes, depending on what you're trying to do. So you can turn 8 expressions technically into 64 if you do a mix for every single one. Now it doesn't always work with all of them, but with my new stills I was able to make about, with all the poses and with all the expressions that I mix and matched, I was able to make about 318 because of that. If you can mix and match the mouths and stuff, that's just one basic thing you can do if you're not like an artist. But if you aren't an artist, then you definitely shouldn't make your own stills. There are plenty of people out there, like, it does cost an amount, but I was able to get from artists before decent still sets for prices that aren't really overwhelmingly crazy. Like my April Easter set and my 4th of July set that I had that I don't use anymore, I got them both for like 70 to 90 bucks. And that was a lot of poses and a lot of expressions. It just depends on the artist you find. You just have to look a little hard. But
for the amount you use them, that's a good investment, honestly. It's just a good investment.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. If you're doing stuff like my stuff, or if you're doing stuff that you want to have character stills for, it's better to invest in somebody who can make them for you rather than trying to make them yourself if you know that it does not look right.
I often preach on the show in general, like, YouTube is fun, an enjoyable hobby, and is a lot about being creativity, but you also, if you want to take it seriously, you got to treat it a bit like a business, and that, like, even the slightest bit, like a 30, like, say it's like 30% business at least, and so you got to remember to do stuff like, you got to invest in your business. No business is made for free.
I have probably invested over, like, I'm not saying this, like, okay. I'm not telling anybody who's watching this to go as far as I did. I'm a crazy lunatic. But I've done the math, and I have probably invested almost $5,000 in all of my equipment alone. Don't do what I did. Like, I mean, it does show that you have a drive, but invest slowly and make sure that you're making something back Like I've been also.
And yeah, well, invest with what you're doing.
Yeah.
Invest as you go along. Like if you just have massive jumps in the tech that you're using, it's not necessarily going to help you.
Oh, I'm
like,
not saying massive jumps. Like I mean, I started from like.
Yeah, I know.
I started from recording
saying,
from my phone. You know, I think that's where everybody starts.
Yeah, like as you go on. Well, yeah, I do remember filming really shitty Minecraft Let's Plays on a fucking Motorola Atrix when I was a really young kid that I never posted because they were terrible. But if I looked really hard, I could probably find them too. But like update gradually with what you're doing. Like if you're making videos and you're like, I want my mic to sound better, then do that. Or if you're like, I want my camera to look better, then do that. Or just little minor things like that.
That's what I did because I wanted to run. I invest into a very powerful computer and stuff, and because like the thing is, I wanted better. I got a better camera. I eventually was like I want to play better games and have like higher res things. So I got a PC and got OBS and like did all of that, and it was like a huge jump because I was so used to recording with my camera and a graphics card from my thing. But then I also realized like my console, but then I realized I also wanted to do film and stuff, so then I upgraded to get another camera specifically for film because it films in 4K, and it's like it's a lot of investing, and it's better to do it slowly and gradually because it also shows growth and it shows that you're like learning more about the kind of content you want to make.
Like honestly, like I'll always remember like my attitude has always been I try to push my, because it's animation, so it's a bit different, right? And I always try to push the program I'm working with to its limits, and then I moved on. But now I know I can't do that because now, but like I originally started with a $2 app on an old iPad called Animation Creator, and it only allowed for 5 layers. Or anyone who does art, that's like, no, 5 layers is not very good for a single drawing, let alone animation. And it's like, yes, that is true. And then I pushed it as far as I could, and then I upgraded to Art Studio Pro, which is like a Photoshop knockoff. Pretty neat stuff, actually. I would recommend it for anyone who wants to do art on a budget. It actually is still a pretty good program. And then, just like, what was it, 2-3 weeks ago, I made the jump and decided to go invest in Toon Boom. So now I'm gonna do everything I can to utilize all of its features. I've been practicing rigging character models all day on the past couple days. I've just been practicing rigging up character models and just getting ready for this transition from frame by frame hand drawn animation to a mixture of that and puppet animation. I mean, like we all start from somewhere, but it's the drive to improve that's important, and you gotta invest in your stuff because you don't want to make stuff you're not proud of. Because at the very least, even if you don't get views, at the very least, make sure that you can look back on your content with pride.
Exactly. Any other collab related questions?
Yeah, we got a little off topic there, so.
Butters, I got a question for you.
Go for it.
Can we collab sometime? Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
Oh God,
Spark.
Listen, everybody. Hey, listen. If you're ever, but for real, if you're ever down, I will personally go out of my way and get stills made. I am that crazy.
I'm down to appear on other channels if it's like for reading something or something like that. I'd never have a problem with that.
I would. You know what? I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Yep, there you go.
You just wrote yourself into a grave, my friend. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no.
Okay, but Spark, if you were to get character stills made, they have to be of a Shiba Inu.
Yeah, they have to be. Like, it's been a meme for so long now.
No wonder people think I'm a furry.
You have to keep the joke running.
No wonder people think I'm still a furry. This is why. Because now people think, like, I have a Shiba persona.
No. What you gotta do is you gotta make it, like, not even, like, an anthropomorphic Shiba Inu. No, it has to be, like, a realistic-looking Shiba Inu. Like, you gotta get someone to draw this thing. And then it's, like, wearing, like, people clothes. Like, it has like an oversized coat and glasses. It'd be adorable.
That being said, the problem with having like character stills of a Shiba Inu is that inevitably people are going to make the comparisons to Rags, who is like this like libertarian commentator
I was about to
guy.
say, who's Rex? I don't know.
I haven't heard of Rags in forever.
I haven't heard of him
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, same. Wait, Rags. Oh, that like furry commentator person thing. Yeah. I've seen, like, I remember
Yeah.
Rags. He was very popular at the time. He was like also did stuff of Jason 5, I think his name was, and stuff like that.
I don't know who this is.
I watched him for a disturbing amount of time. Like his content was okay, I guess.
He
but
used
like,
to have some really good
like
takes,
after a while,
and now his takes are kind of garbage.
yeah, yeah,
That's the problem.
Alright.
like he.
Other questions.
Yes, we gotta ask questions. Stay focused. Because Butters has a limited time, guys.
Yeah.
Let's actually ask her some.
This is
legit
a limited
questions.
edition Butters here to answer important questions for our wonderful audience. We gotta.
Limited edition Mario 3D All
Alright.
Stars.
Exactly.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
So wait, you're an
Means I'll
emulated
still be on
Butters?
store.
You're saying?
Yes, I'll still be on store shelves for months afterwards.
Any other questions about collabs?
Okay, so just, hypothetically, like, if somebody were to have character stills of just a clip art coffee mug with sunglasses photoshopped on and different facial expressions kind of made with with bits of the sunglasses just erased to look like different facial expressions, would that be considered low tier?
If it's detailed enough, no, because it could be written in as a bit. But it really is. It depends on a case to case.
Okay,
Oh, like
if you've ever seen his videos, Butters, his steals are literally just a white coffee mug with sunglasses that like change. Like they're actually quite expressive. Like
But
surprisingly.
the way you move him around on screen is actually really keeps it
Yeah.
really expressive and entertaining.
Yeah.
And like I've drawn this mug for you for thumbnails and stuff before, and like
Yeah.
there's a lot of fun you can have with this mug.
You made the
Like,
mug
Yeah, I mean,
stretch.
it's
to
it's
to
simplistic,
cry.
but I'm proud of it. Like, I don't know.
It's a simple design,
yeah, I
but
guess-
it works.
Yeah.
You know, it's
So yeah, when it comes to like simple designs like that, like are those like yeah. I don't know what I'm necessarily asking, I just want to do a bit. But
Is my
but I was also
coffee
genuinely
mug skills
curious.
good enough for Butters?
It depends on a case to case.
yeah, I get that.
Oh man, I would have laughed if she would have went with the bit. Was like, no, it's shit. You're shit. Rethink your life. Rethink your. What are you doing?
well, there
with
is
your
the
life?
magic of editing if you want to say that, Butters.
Fair enough.
We could always give Pyro a hard time editing this if we wanted.
Oh, please don't.
Don't worry, I won't. do
As
that
long
to
as
you,
it's not
buddy.
like the New Year's special. As long as it's not the New Year's
Wait,
that was
special.
a
Was
nightmare.
was I in the New Year's special? Which one was that?
We all were.
Yeah, you
Oh
were.
wait,
Yeah.
was that what?
Yeah,
was
like
that the
everyone
one with
was.
the Barneys?
That was
It's
was the one with the Barneys and the one where you were playing Sea of Thieves.
Okay,
the whole time.
that wasn't me. All right,
disaster.
that was Peachy, and that was Nuke. Yeah, I'm calling them both out. I'm calling you out.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we kind of got a lot of the questions out
Yeah.
of the way.
Butters honestly was so efficient in answering these questions. She answered other questions I had while answering them.
Wow.
So-
Efficient.
Yeah,
So-
wow. We
so
actually
great job,
had like an
Butters.
organized podcast. We should have her on more often.
Maybe, I don't know.
When I have the time.
Yeah, when she has time, she's
Yeah.
very busy.
But yeah, Butters, if this is, this is really like, if you need to go, like, it's been great having you. This
Yep.
is like, pretty much, yeah.
Thank you for
Glad
the
to give,
inspiration and the tips,
Glad to
Butters.
give my insights.
Thank you for joining
Yeah.
us on the YTFA podcast. If you have any mental conditions after being on this podcast, it is Pyro's fault. Thank you for joining.
Understandable.
You know what? I'll take responsibility for that.
Personally, I
And,
that was
that's
awesome.
where she
All right.
left. That's where she left on that note. Oh
that's
my
the
God.
perfect point to leave. That is great comedic timing on her part. Just gotta say.
You know
Yeah.
what? She's like, you know what? This is the moment. This is where I gotta
you know what?
eat.
Before we go to the next topic, can we just pat ourselves on the back for actually being professional for 2 seconds, guys?
Yeah, honestly. Yeah.
We didn't devolve into chaos. There was no buff Barneys, but that is partially because I was introduced recently to something even better than buff Barney.
Oh no.
Well, guys, that ends the podcast. Thank you for coming.
I think we're done here.
No, I
think it's
I
over.
swear, it's fine, guys.
No,
it's fine, okay?
It's not fine.
So
not
this showed up
fine.
in my Twitter feed the other day, and it's buff Hooty.
But no. What? No.
Yeah,
Drop it in the chat. I need to see
No,
this.
don't put it
in.
in the chat.
And
Don't.
there's been a few people drawing different interpretations of this character. This is the first one I found in Google Images.
But Hooty doesn't have a
hate
body. How can he be built?
Does now.
Well, you know, he can stretch. Maybe he can, like, stretch in, like, other, like, areas.
Let me find
Maybe
the
he's
one
like
I
Jake the
originally
dog,
found.
you know?
Because this meme started with someone deciding to fuse Hooty with the Hordak Prime from the She-Ra reboot.
I hate that. I hate that a lot.
And now it's just a thing. And this is where it started right here.
Can you
Buff
guys see
Hooty.
that? Can you guys see that?
Oh, God.
Yes.
Like, I have it up on my phone. Can you see that?
Yeah?
That is horrific. That is
Buff Hooty, my dudes.
That is-
Buff Hooty.
that is I mean, first off, I'm kind of jealous of Hooty because I wish I had a body like that, but you know.
You know what? I'm jealous of
Same,
him.
honestly.
But yeah, I just felt like it's not YTFA unless I bring a cursed meme.
Can we use that as like the
It is,
thumbnail
yeah.
and just like put Butter's face
Yeah,
there?
fine. I'll find a
Just
way.
credit the artist in the description.
I'll find
guys.
a way.
You gotta credit the artist.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
This is fan
Have,
art.
Yeah,
have
if
like
you can-
Butter's expression
Yeah.
on the thumbnail of her just like slapping her forehead and having like Hooty as like a bad like still.
Hooty's like,
Like that would be great.
Hey guys, I'm swole now. I'm swole now. Can we be friends? Hoot hoot.
All right. Next
You
topic.
can do a really good Hooty. Holy
Ne-
crap!
Thank
Yeah. Okay, so I would like to introduce YTFA's official cryptocurrency that I expect all of you to invest in. It's called YTF Coin.
Oh snap!
You should all invest in it. This is not a pump and dump scheme. You have to all buy it right now. I'm not going to continue the podcast until you guys buy it. I swear this is not a scam. 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 This is not a scam.
And this is where and this is where someone walks out. This is where someone walks into the screen, right? and they're like, "Guys, you seen this in a recent YouTube video? Well, then you need to not do it, because chances are, if a YouTuber is promoting cryptocurrency to you, they're not on Wall Street. They don't know what the hell they're talking about, and they are scamming you."
See, I know what I'm talking about.
This is
Have
brought to
ever-
you by the concerned advertisers
You
at
should buy
at YTFA.
Dogecoin because I'm Doge and I know what I'm talking about, and I'm a YouTuber, so you should do that.
You know what? That's reasonable. But personally, I think you should buy our new YTFA plushies that don't exist.
Oh, no, you're bringing that into this podcast?
Yes, I have it in the other podcast.
by the
It is
way,
transcending.
Thank you guys for getting that one podcast to 100 likes, which means Pyro is going to be doing the hot tub.
Did it
stream.
actually hit it?
Wait, it did not hit.
You're kidding me, right?
And now he's gonna have to wear that Speedo that says
Wait,
"Stay thirsty."
over
like
top-
that.
No, you're
three-piece
you're messing
suit.
with me. You're messing with me, right? There's no way.
There's no way.
There's 13.
You're
There's
kidding me,
13
right?
likes.
Guys,
You're
I
messing
would
with
be
me.
saying that if you could get it to 100 likes. So this is what I want you to do. In the description is the link to the original video. You don't have to watch it. Just leave a like. The goal is send it to
Actually,
your
but
friends.
please do watch it though.
Like, no,
because,
like, listen, we don't.
It was a good
we
video.
just want.
It was a good podcast.
We just want 100 likes to see Pyro stay thirsty, my friends. That's all that we need.
yeah, he
That's
will
all.
wear a suit in a hot tub with a Speedo over top
Okay,
it
this has
and
gone way
duck
too off the
floaties.
rails. Yes, I will wear a Speedo and floaties in a hot tub
And the suit.
if that video gets 200 likes. Now let's talk about these crypto scams and how weird they
Listen,
are.
Why?
Let me. All I have to say is scam bad. Keep normal cash and debit card.
So the thing is,
Yeah.
cryptocurrency is not bad if you know a good actual professional financial person to talk to.
I don't.
Do not invest
Yes.
in it if you're just getting your advice from your buddy in the office or your friend in college or some YouTuber, especially. You don't even know these YouTubers on one-to-one. Go to an accountant. Go to someone who works on Wall Street.
Yeah.
Go to people who are actually professionals in this for this advice, because they will actually they won't make you rich. No one can make you rich quick. Because that doesn't exist. Get that out of your head right now. Getting rich quick doesn't exist. Getting rich requires luck and hard work, or a bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're gonna do, I'm not gonna tell you don't do crypto. That's a risk. That's up to you. But if you do, please take the actual safety precautions. That is what I have to say about it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, my big worry with this stuff is that I genuinely believe that cryptocurrency is the currency of the future. Eventually we will stop having physical money and we will just use fake digital money. And I feel like cryptocurrency is the beginning of the realization of that concept. So when more people start making their own cryptocurrency for some stupid get-rich-quick scheme, it cheapens it, and it makes government officials more inclined to want to regulate it. Because that's a great thing. Because that's the great thing about crypto is it's not unregulated per se, but it's less regulated, to where the government cannot print more cryptocurrency. The government cannot, they have less control over it. And a big thing that a lot of governments don't like seeing is stuff that they can't control. So this is definitely going to give them really good incentive to want to find a way to regulate cryptocurrency if we keep getting these crypto scams. If we keep getting these scam cryptos, these pump and dump schemes.
And that's a huge problem, because the governments, they're looking for any excuse to ban this. They're looking for any reason. Mm-hmm. Give them a reason and they'll do it. So the more people who fall for these schemes, the more people will do it. And the more people who do it, the more governments will crack down on it and just go, nah, this ain't a thing anymore. Your fun's over. Welcome back. I see you got a banana.
Look at my camera real quick. Yeah, I was I was hungry.
Ooh,
and
sushi.
Here's the thing. I have no idea about anything crypto, so I thought this was the perfect time for me to walk out because I'd have nothing valuable to say here.
The crypto I'm most knowledgeable about is NFTs. And we already went through that a couple episodes ago.
Yeah.
To summarize it, if you haven't seen it
in the infamous
yet,
hot tub stream, we'll
yes.
If you want to see us talk about NFTs, that's going to be a link in the description if you want to see me embarrass myself.
Do it. And then donate to his stream. Give him money for embarrassing himself at least.
And then
don't make us.
Subscribe to DowncastSpark for even coming up with this glorious idea.
And then subscribe to Parnell Animation for encouraging it.
And then subscribe to the Lord Pyro because he had to suffer to do it.
Yeah, and also he just makes.
Just give me more pity subs. That's all I need.
But
that's all. Yeah, that's what we all need is petty subs, my guy.
Yeah, I'll summarize that episode and say NFT's bad. Don't just know. Trust me, I did not. This is not a thing where it's I just went on Twitter and hopped on a bandwagon. I actually researched for a long time for that episode.
You did way more research than I did. I felt like a complete idiot throughout.
Sorry.
It was literally just a.
I felt like
you don't have to apologize.
I felt like as a guy who's so ingrained with art and art community, right? I felt like I was almost obligated to really know about it, right?
I mean,
No, I totally get that.
And then there's me. I just kind of I've had people. Have you ever seen the scams of people wanting to be your what is it called? Not manager. It's something
your YouTube to promote your YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I got a DM about that just last night.
I actually fell for one of those before. I have a video that has 1,000 views, but never got any traction. I don't think it was botted, but at the same time, it's very possible it was.
Yeah, those guys always.
Mad.
Those guys usually bot. They usually bot.
It's usually either a bot or some sort of like foreign click farm.
Can I read you guys the one I got last night actually?
Yeah.
Yeah, go right ahead.
So the other day, 2 days ago, I uploaded a new cartoon, an episode of Awesome Man that you should all watch because I put a lot of work into animating it. And Gina put a lot of work into making that song at the end. I don't know if you guys heard that song, but...
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Yeah, Gina knocks it out of the park with that
song.
one, right?
Oh, the Awesome Man remake of the song? Or
Like the song at the end?
Yeah.
The refibrillation?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I guess I could sing it because I legally own it, right? The thing I can't deny is you. It feels so good to sing on podcast and like knowing no one can copyright me because I legally own.
Never
the song.
gonna give you. Oh, never.
No.
Oh, no.
Okay, so it was so I uploaded that, and then a guy messaged me on Instagram, and this is what he writes: "Hello, I watch your content on YouTube. Very nice content. If you want, can promote your video on your targeted area. I am digital marketing specialist on Fiverr. If anything's on Fiverr, say no. Fiverr is sus, okay?
I remember
And,
when Fiverr actually used to be good though.
You can growth your channel on
Growth.
organic.
That's all I wanted was the growth of my channel. Oh my god.
Growth your channel on organic active audience using Google Ads. I will help you if you want. I can use Google Ads myself. Thank you very much. I have a brain.
There's also Google to research how to use Google Ads.
I will do 1,000 to 12,000 YouTube views with a lot of like, comment, and subscriber by only $20. 1K subscriber package, 4K watch time package is available. I feel like that's a form of fraud, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'd be making money off that if I said yes. My main target is your satisfaction. Now it just sounds like a weird sex thing. Okay. You can directly order me. Not getting out of the weird sex thing. No, thank you. Not
does
interested.
Sound a little bit
not
mail order bride-ish.
Yeah, not
I just
interested
imagine
in
him
that
like
shit.
saying in like that sexy pose, like pay me like one of your French girls, going like, "You can order me."
Also, you can order me on Fiverr. Mail order brides on Fiverr.
Oh,
No
order
point.
him on Fiverr. Damn,
and
where do
then
I
he-
sign up?
And then he writes, then he says thank you with some heart emojis, which again, the ending paragraph is weirdly sexual.
Yeah, that is a bit odd.
But yeah, so this is, I actually saw this message and purposely kept this because I'm like, I don't know if this comes up for some reason on YTFA. I'm not gonna force it, but if it does, I want to share this with them. Even if I share it after the episode, I will
we
share
should
this.
send both the screenshots that we have, so he can put them like in editing on it.
Here,
You're welcome, Pyro.
I'm cropping out the name of the guy for legal reasons. You know, his photo is a stock photo though, so it should be easy. So whatever, you know.
Oh.
I just figured you should know legal reasons. I cropped out his name. Here
I
is
did that to the person that called me ugly, even though I shouldn't have. But, you know.
here's the name, or here's the DM. It is pretty funny, but yeah. So don't fall for those, because when you're a small YouTuber, people see the talent, they see you, and they see you wanting to be famous. That's what they think of you, and they think of you as easy prey, easy money. Don't be that.
Yeah.
Have integrity. Work for your views. Work for your subscribers.
And give
Focus on-
them middle finger, so you can gain subscriber on your own.
You can gain subscriber on your own.
Without
you
Fiverr.
do not. Remember, you do not need Fiverr. You do not need a guy who is targeting your satisfaction, who you can order directly. Okay? You don't need that. You do not. Yes, he's saying very nice content. I doubt he even watched the content. You know? So,
Wow,
like,
very nice content. Oh, really? Was my latest episode?
Yeah,
by
you
Link's
know?
video, bro.
I just love how vague this is.
Oh, absolutely. Like,
If you want to promote your video on your targeted area, what is that even? That's like,
does he mean target
hilarious.
demographic?
I'm going to
vague.
target my content on
Does
my
he
penis
mean-
as my
does-
target
does
area.
he
How do I
want
do
me to
that?
oh
How do
god.
I do
Target
that?
like Canada? Like, what does he want?
No, just
you know?
like
I have
listen.
no
if he's talking
idea.
about satisfaction,
I
I'm considering the target area to be my private parts. All right, so
Yeah, and that's no. I don't want that shit. So, no. You know?
It just
I love that I
feels
say that
like
as
he
I'm
was
eating a
supposed to
banana,
like.
So
Oh god.
But yeah,
I just feel like this was like. It almost feels like he was supposed to fill in like the blanks,
but he didn't.
and then he just didn't.
Also,
So it just
also, can I give advice to the
flows really awkwardly.
scammers? Please get
Yeah,
Grammarly.
go ahead. Give advice to scammers.
Please get Grammarly. You look so
no,
much more
just
illegitimate with this
just
bad grammar.
learn English, and you'll be fine.
No, that's hard. Like, English is the hardest language to learn. I understand that, but like,
I thought that was Japanese.
actually, it depends on what your native language is. But for some of them, it's English,
Yeah.
right? So I'll be forgiving for that. But the thing is, just use Grammarly. It will fix your issues for you. It's so helpful. This is not sponsored. This is just a guy who got a film and writing degree and got through that writing part of the degree because he used Grammarly all the time.
Same.
Okay? So please just do that.
I actually learned
Your
how to
gra-
write better because of Grammarly. Actually, it's really weird.
Same here, actually. It's actually so useful.
It is.
Like, you don't even need the premium. Just use the free one. It helps.
I was thinking about buying premium just to try it. Honestly, I wish there was like a free trial.
I was thinking about it too. But yeah, so yeah, that's my advice to scammers. And my advice to people with crypto is no.
Yeah, I was just having a conversation about my brother is what made me think of putting this in, because like he actually does invest in crypto and he's like super interested in like following this kind of stuff, and he was talking to me about like I'm so sick and tired of seeing like these YouTubers like you know like devaluing the whole concept, and yeah. Anyway, on to the next topic. Audacity. What do you guys think of Audacity? I am currently using it right now.
Why? Like, I get why, money, right? But oh my god, yeah, this whole spyware shit is.
Yeah.
Again, it's just no.
So-
Don't do it, Audacity.
Yeah, like for those out of the loop, Audacity, I believe, just came into like new management. Some Russian company, I don't know, and they are basically like just collecting data off of your computer and storing it somewhere for some reason, I don't know. And I am currently using that spyware software as we speak, literally as we speak.
Yeah, so am I. I'm glad that you told me that, because after this podcast, I am uninstalling it.
I use GarageBand like a Chad.
Here's the
Fuck you
thing,
and
like,
your Macintosh.
No, my Mac is
I will
useful
continue
for
to use
animating.
Audacity. I will continue to use Audacity for one reason and one reason only, and that is because I don't know any alternative.
GarageBand.
Like, I've been using this software I don't have a Mac.
Wait, I have an alternative. I forgot I have Adobe Audition.
See, I
Okay, what
don't want
about-
to use Adobe either.
Well, guess what? At least
what do
I
you
know
edit-
it's not spyware. So
Pyro, what are you editing?
I added in Sony Vegas.
Okay, because it was Premiere, I would say you could actually record audio directly through Premiere. But,
Yeah. I mean, you can in Sony Vegas too, but it's weird, and
fair.
I like having a dedicated audio recording software.
No, that's fair, dude. That's fair.
just look up Audacity replacements and see what you can find.
Like, that's...
I've done that. There's like it's weird. It's really weird. The whole thing, because like I've been using Audacity since middle school, since before I even had a YouTube channel. I've been using Audacity for stuff. So it's just really weird suddenly out of nowhere having to like find an alternative for this.
I have some voice actors who use it, and now I wonder what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
Like, I guess they'll just use OBS. Like, OBS isn't bad, but it captures video as well, so it takes up more space.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's
See, that's my thing. Like, any other, like, any other, like, recording software is screen recording software. And that, so it's a video. It takes up more space. It's, you know,
like,
bloats your hard drive and everything.
If you want to invest with some money, you could always get something like Pro Tools, but that's mostly for music creation. But it does have some great ways.
I was thinking about getting FL Studios eventually.
But, like,
I might get FL Studio.
It's expensive, though.
I might
it's
learn
like
FL
$200
Studio.
something though, so...
Oh, my brother could get me a cracked copy.
Could you get me also that?
He's been using.
Could you also get me that extremely legal, not against the law copy as well? I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
I'll see what I can do. I don't know if he still uses a cracked copy.
Pirating, Hoot Hoot.
Fuck you, Hooty.
Oh.
I just wanted to be friends. Hoot Hoot.
I just wanted to be your friend, Hoot Hoot. But jeez.
Speaking of which, just reminds me and Dylan are gonna be watching Owl House together tonight.
Such a good show.
Yeah.
I watch that show way more than a grown man should watch
Listen,
it.
Steven Universe was my favorite cartoon of all time, and then Owl House came out, and now Steven Universe is dead to me.
Same. I actually loved Steven Universe
Me
outside of
too.
the finale.
Yeah.
But like Owl House, it wasn't my favorite of all time. I had other shows that I adored, but actually Avatar is probably my favorite cartoon of all time. But like now it's like Owl House is giving Avatar like competition. Like I'm rewatching Avatar right now. I'm like, Owl House, if it keeps going on the track it's going, it might match this quality.
Yeah, Nickelodeon hasn't released anything good since Avatar and Legend of Korra. I'm sorry.
They haven't. Look, Nickelodeon.
And in Legend of Korra, they fucked up the ending because they rushed it. Like,
I feel like Harvey Beaks was all right.
Oh
but
yeah,
like,
that's true. Harvey Beaks was pretty good.
Oh no, Harvey Beaks was great, and then they like
Welcome to the
canceled it.
Wayne wasn't bad, but again, it got canceled,
canceled
after
it.
one season.
And then
They
the
got
Loud
12
House.
episodes.
The Loud House is the only good show that didn't get fucking canceled.
But it got really oversaturated
I feel like-
and went downhill.
I feel like Loud House is only still around because of all the porn. I'm dead serious.
Oh, no.
I feel like that's
They're
the only
children.
They're
Please,
kids!
people,
It's
don't.
called the Loud House for a reason. Oh no!
Please
Yeah.
don't. They're children. No,
Wait,
people.
wait. Is it
Yeah.
called the Loud House because all the squeaking from the bed? It's like ch 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 ch.
Oh, shut up.
No,
Shut up.
no. It's because a lot of children equals loud.
Ah!
Equals loud.
Ah!
Children scream,
No.
they yell, they push.
No! The pain! It hurts! Stop!
That hurts. That hurts to hear. Like
I see.
Like we all know the Owl House fandom.
I see
Loud
Satan
House
calling my
fandom.
name. No.
The Loud House fandom's infamous for it, but like it hurts every time I hear it or think about it. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh god, I don't want.
It's really messed up.
Because it's like it's genuinely like when it's not doing shit episodes, because they have some stinkers in their lineup of episodes. They have some real stinkers, especially in the newer seasons. I find like I've fallen off the show quite a bit, but it's just it's meant to be wholesome and funny, and that's it. You know, please, can we just keep one thing as wholesome?
No, that is not how the internet works. Also, we have gotten way, way off topic.
Yes,
Whoa.
Audacity. So
Alright. Audacity. What was you going to say?
the thing about spyware is usually like my attitude for a lot of things is, oh, everything tracks us anyways, whatever. But the fact that this is going to the Russian government is a little scarier because
That's my thing as
they
well.
I mean,
have
That's my thing.
done
Usually,
shit.
What's scarier though, the
Yeah.
Russian or the Chinese government? If you really think about it, because of TikTok.
I don't.
oh, that's why I don't use
yeah,
TikTok.
that's why I
That is why I don't
refuse to
use
touch TikTok. I don't watch TikTok links. I stay away from it.
See, I have a TikTok account, but I've been thinking about deleting it, not because of that whole thing, just because I don't really use it.
Look, TikTok is so sus. There's an actual FBI investigation on it. I hear so.
Yeah.
like I would just be like, no, don't use TikTok. Use Instagram. You could do the same shit on there.
That being said, TikTok is a very popular. One could consider it a competitor to YouTube.
Yeah.
Transitioning. But I
Which,
don't think
I feel like YouTube does. I don't think it's a good competitor.
No,
Listen. Okay. No.
The thing is, TikTok would be if it, allowed long-term stuff, and as well as...
Let's talk about Storyfire and why I fucking hate it.
Oh no, here we go again! How about we talk about something positive first?
The title screen!
Oh no! Storyfire rant part 55!
No. I'm actually going to be listing a few different ones, not just talking about Storyfire. I want to say Storyfire first just because I've never been so heartbroken for a group of people in my whole life. Because here you have a platform that was extremely solid with its idea. Writing, social, and video all in one place where it could have been literally a safe haven for content creators. And to this day, he has found every single reason to not give everybody video privileges. He's found every single reason to pretty much push it away. And by he, I mean McFucker Nuggets. And it just annoys the fucking shit out of me because I see so many people want to post and stuff. I gave up on Storyfire because I'm just like, fuck it. I don't got time for this shit, man. I'm trying to build myself. And they were talking shit about Utreon. The fan base was talking shit about Utreon. But guess what? At least I could post videos on Utreon. Well. Yeah. I'm actually, I'm a verified content creator on there. Fuck you, you know?
Utreon, I hope it gets a little more traction because genuinely they treat us so well there.
And not just that, and here's another platform that actually was around when VidMe came out, but they closed due to financial issues, but they're coming back because they have the money again and support again, and they're actually revamping the whole site called Vlare.
VidMe's coming back?
No, not Vlare. VidMe, Vlare.
I love
it. Was Vlare.
If VidMe came back, I would absolutely jump on board.
Same. I loved VidMe.
The problem with VidMe it's not that they can't come back, it's the people who made VidMe doesn't really care about VidMe anymore. So
yeah, they're not passionate.
Yeah, they just kind of gave up on it. But Vlare was one of the competitors to VidMe and YouTube at the time, and it's coming back, and they're revamping the whole site and stuff. So there are competitors. But my hope is that Vlare and Utreon can get on this, real... Because here's the thing, Utreon, although not perfect, it has features that YouTube are still missing. You can add your own thumbnail to playlists, which is something that people on YouTube wanted for, ever.
Oh, that's beautiful.
You can actually rate your own fucking content. I rate all my shit on Utreon PG-13 if it has swearing in it and shit like that. If something has blood and gore and serious shit on it, I rate it R. You want to know why? Because I can rate my own shit.
And that's really good. And I love how Utreon uses the same rating system as movies. This is something YouTube should have done instead of going, is it for kids, yes or no? Because that's so vague.
No, listen.
That is so vague.
There should be no rated G content on YouTube, and here's why. It should be PG-13 and older, and then anything under PG-13 goes to YouTube Kids. Here's why. Because legally, due to COPPA, nobody can use YouTube unless they're 13 and older.
Well, the thing is about that, right? From speaking legally and speaking from they can make PG content as long as it's not targeted towards kids.
Yeah, family friendly. But
there are stuff the classic Canadian sitcom Corner Gas is rated PG, but that show's humor is way too dry for kids. It is not meant for kids. It's rated PG, but it's targeted strictly at adults. Also, if anyone hasn't seen Corner Gas, please watch it. It is a legendary sitcom.
Never heard of it.
It inspired me to do comedy and is one of the funniest shows you'll ever see. It's just really well written, dry humor. It's just about a guy who runs a gas station in a small town. But you can make PG
Isn't it kind of like Letterkenny?
It's hard to. I wouldn't say so. Like it's hard to compare Cornergas to anything. It's just this show, and like character. A lot of the humor comes from dialogue, so you can see where my humor comes from a bit with that, right? And the beautiful thing about Cornergas is it's almost better on rewatch than first watch. Because first watch, so much stuff you just miss. But the more you rewatch it, the more stuff you just find. Because they just hide jokes all the time, everywhere. And it's just absolutely brilliant. Don't watch the animated reboot, though. Unless you want to, but it's just kind of mid-tier, the animated reboot. It's just okay.
The animated reboot is better than the original. You should totally watch it. Yeah, no. The pain in Parnell's voice. Oh my god.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows that the Napoleon Dynamite cartoon is better than the movie.
And I am muting Pyro now. All right. I muted
understand.
him.
Understand him. But yeah, you can have PG content. G content, absolutely not. That means it's purely for kids, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But PG content, I'm going to disagree with you there and say, you can have it, but just don't target kids. And at that point, I will agree with YouTube, because then at that point, it is on the content creator. Just because that is
See, my point is that YouTube just doesn't know how to run their platform. Like, and I want to then, what the fuck's the point of YouTube Kids? Why do we have YouTube Kids? What the hell is the point of YouTube Kids? Because
Use your words, Santos.
I can't. Listen, it just frustrates the fuck out of me because super simple fixes, just like, okay, add a rating system. Okay, do this, do that. Because listen, the fact that they're like, oh, we can't find advertisers for like rated R or like mature content. Fuck that bullshit. That is bullshit. That is horseshit. Let me tell you why.
FX exists.
Like, because here's the thing. I want to work on my show, The Cobble and the Stone, right? One of the actors plays Oliver's younger brother. He's going to be like 15, 16. Are you meaning to tell me that since I have an actor in a professional production that I can't do that because there's a kid in it, but meanwhile you can have Good Boys, which has people 12 or 13 cracking sex jokes the whole time in an R-rated movie that could get advertisements on your site, and you have to pay for it to watch it. But God forbid if I do it. Fuck you, YouTube.
Like, you know what?
Yep.
I'm
honestly,
sorry, that was heated. I admit that was
no,
heated.
like, I get it, dude. Like, it's...
That's totally understandable.
It's kind of a pain, because, like, honestly, a rating system would fix so much with YouTube, because then advertisers can simply pick when they set up their ads, what level of ratings do you want your advertisement on? You know?
I'm surprised they haven't. They're too focused on, like, the fucking dislike button.
It's like, that's something that's so dumb. Meanwhile, Twitter's adding a dislike button.
That's what I find funny, because it's like, I even added YouTube into comments. It's like, funny how like your support thing, Twitter, is going to add dislikes, but you're like trying to remove yours. Logic.
It's the law of equivalent exchange. YouTube removes the dislike as Twitter adds it.
Yeah, like Twitter was like,
Full Metal Alchemist.
Twitter was like, hey, my G, I'm just gonna take that. Thank you.
What? So by law of equivalent exchange, do we have to trade Buff Barney for Buff Hooty? Can we only have one or the other at a time?
We can have both.
Yes.
No, we have to sacrifice them both and create some sort of horrifying homunculus monster.
You're right. We need to get to Photoshop and make Buff Cool Cat.
Get out. Get out right now.
Buff Cool Cat. We need to make this a thing, guys.
Oh
It'll be quite exquisite.
Wait. So wait, I can't remember if we were talking about it on the podcast or before the podcast. We were talking about anime. Who's seen Full Metal Alchemist?
Me.
Awesome. Alright. So, Nina.
No! No! That's too far even for me, dude.
Hooty and Barney combined.
No. Oh, you just made all the anime fans in our audience cry with just by saying that name. Oh no, he's turned into a JoJo villain. I can see the symbols coming from him as he laughs, guys. Oh God, those little purple symbols.
Okay. I feel like we didn't get much done in that final topic, but I feel like we should just move on to reviews.
Yeah, like
because it's been like an hour.
yeah, that's fair, dude. Like, but
Yeah.
Also, can I just say one more competitor? Let's just all leave YouTube,
Yeah,
guys.
sure.
Let's just go to Dailymotion.
Yeah, I mean you can watch illegal cartoons on there. Yeah, it's perfect.
You could watch Steven Universe on there. All of Steven Universe is on Dailymotion. You know?
All right, so I'm dropping the watch together, and
But guys, try to
the,
support cartoons
links.
if you can.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of which,
It's telling me to make a room.
YouTube channel.
What? Wait.
Oh man, I don't see my video being reviewed.
Yeah, you
Pepperoni jabroni.
That's weird. 1 second.
Wait, you should be.
Let me try clicking it again, okay?
Hey,
Yeah.
Word.
Wait, let me.
There we go. I'm good.
Wait, let me
I'm
try it
here.
again.
I'm here.
Oh, you're in?
Ow,
All right, good.
bitches.
Awesome.
I think.
Owl bitches.
Is it still called that from when we watched Owl House? Last
think
night?
it
Oh my
is.
gosh. Owl bitches. Can we
Bitches.
rename the podcast that? Just Owl bitches? Now we just talk about Owl House.
If we ever decide to make, we should actually. You know what? I'd be all for an Owl House podcast. That'd be interesting.
That'd be
actually.
so fun, dude.
Called Owl Bitches.
I would do it. Like, I love that show so much. I know Santos enjoys the show. I know you enjoy. We all enjoy the show.
Oh yeah, it's a great show.
It's so
There
good.
we go.
Oh.
Midnight purple.
It's genuinely
That's like the
like
signature color.
oh yeah,
Nice.
I love
signature color of Owl bitches.
Signature color of
My
Owl
actions
Bitches.
will haunt me forever. That's... Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah. First video is by the Setsunian. He had a special request, that being be as harsh as possible.
Okay, but I'm the
So-
Paula of the show.
Okay,
Can I
to be fair,
True.
if he's gonna be recording DS games like that, he needs to get a modded one, and those are very difficult to get a hold of. So I
But
can't
like,
diss
you
on
can,
him too
if
much.
you have an Android, you can go in. You know, we were talking earlier about investing.
Yeah,
You can invest in $100 Android, and they can emulate DS games perfectly.
he probably doesn't know that though.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even.
No,
know
I
that.
know. I'm giving that advice
Oh, yeah.
now. I'm giving that advice.
Okay, all right.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
if-
make
if
sure you
if
own
don't
the
have a
game
computer,
if you
can-
emulate for legal reasons. I have to say this:
Yeah.
if you're gonna emulate, make sure you own a legal copy of the game too, because you
Or
know just
don't.
support the game companies. For legal, Santos, for
Or don't,
we could get
just
in
screw Nintendo.
we could get in legal trouble if we don't say this, guys.
True.
Don't-
You're right.
don't
you're right.
get us
But
sued.
but I just gotta say.
Dude, Nintendo.
I just
can,
gotta say, fuck
listen,
Nintendo.
Nintendo
and, you know,
can
if you
suck
do
my
whatever
left
you
nut.
want.
All right, like I don't care.
Nintendo, I will be the good one here. Don't sue me. Buy a legal copy of the game if you're gonna emulate.
Dude, Nintendo. What is Nintendo gonna do? What are they gonna do? They don't fucking give a shit. They're making so much money that they can practically like wipe their ass with $100 bills.
They care about emulation.
They care way too much. All right, so let's actually get into the actual
Yeah,
video.
no, but that's my advice
So,
right away. Because an Android
yeah.
can screen record and even capture your audio
Well,
too.
I will say one thing. I do appreciate the Nintendo DS. Like I had the same one as a kid.
The OG
That is-
one, that is
yeah.
so
that is
nostalgic.
that is a classic DS. I am so happy.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, countdown for editing purposes: 3, 2, 1. Let's jam.
Hey, what's going on?
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da.
I'm the Setsunian, and we're back with some more Pokemon Emerald.
Ooh.
In the last episode, we...
I will appreciate
It must
though,
be
like,
hard on your thumbs to
and
play it like
chose
that.
Torchic.
I will appreciate though. It's
Now,
really
I
clean
Yeah.
for just being recorded on a
looking at
phone
my
like
reference
that.
paper, and I do not
Actually,
have
though,
a-
you
Yeah.
know what? We'll give you
and
that,
a-
dude. That's
Like,
pretty clean.
You can clearly
Um,
see everything, and it doesn't look
as well
terrible.
as pre-evolution.
But I will say,
Yeah.
like, if you're going for professionality wise, it's not
You g-
professional, but it's a
you
good
gotta-
starting ground.
You gotta find a way to
Yeah.
screen record, dude, if you wanna
Mm,
get some good views. Because honestly, most people don't want to watch a
I think the goal
a
for
game
today
recorded
will
like
be
this.
To get to Restaurant,
You know?
I believe.
And I would recommend, like,
And then I'll evolve.
I don't know, like
Or
I'd recommend also like working on the
on
editing a bit,
screen.
you know? Just
just so my time's not.
I don't know, like there was no like flair to the intro.
Maybe
It was
I'll
like
just do it off.
it was just quickly,
Don't
hey
know,
guys,
I'll
we're
just
playing
have to figure
Pokemon,
out
and
how
then you
to
started
take
playing
off.
Pokemon.
You sound
That's gonna-
depressed. You sound like somebody
Quickly,
took your last. You
Yeah.
sound like somebody took the
You
last
change it.
donut when you were just about to
It all
grab
just
it.
depends on
See, you
how
could
my
play that up as a
schedule
bit
goes.
though if you wanted. Like I've said that before, you could, and like, but I'm just saying like add some flair, you
And
know?
nothing.
What YouTube is fickle. It is easy to lose attention, so you gotta try to keep that attention. You know, like, so that's those are my big advice.
And a Pucciano.
Thanks.
Mhm.
Yeah, just like it's a start.
I mean,
You
I'm having a
clearly want to do it, but you gotta invest a little. You know, invest in a way
Yeah.
to record it properly if you're gonna do DS games. That goes for any game, and always find a way to record it properly. You know?
Yeah, I would say if you have a computer, get a capture card. But when it comes to like the OG Nintendo DS, it's almost it is impossible to get a capture card nowadays for the original
Oh, yeah,
device,
absolutely.
let alone the
Oh,
3DS.
And that's why I
paused
say
it. I can't
$100
watch
bucks,
anymore.
and that's why I say $100 Android tablet.
Alright.
Get a cheap
It's-
Android tablet; it can handle it.
It's a video. I'll give you
Yeah.
that. It's a video.
you know, and
Yeah, all right.
That I mean
Yeah.
I mean you want
I
it
hope you
really
could-
honest. That is just really honest. It's a video. Keep trying.
Yeah, it's.
You gotta stand out, dude.
Let me see how. Let me look at like his actual channel and just see like how far along is he. I kind of want to see like 14 subscribers.
I'm gonna check this.
Started 6 months ago. Started 6 months ago. This is the only one of like 2 videos that I
Oh,
see.
the
that
channel just
have,
started this year, January 19, 2021. Okay. Alright.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I give
this
it a
is a start.
pass.
So-
I give it a pass.
So keep going.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Yeah.
keep going, keep working.
Wait, my guy
Listen-
did a video on Fire Red? Okay, maybe I take back what I said. Alright.
Eh,
Like,
But yeah, keep going. I really do believe you can.
Also,
improve it.
also, I gotta say these titles are an issue
Let me see.
because like they're not very eye catching. The thumbnails
Nope.
not very eye catching. The titles you gotta.
And the organization.
There's so
of
much
the-
that needs to be. There's so much that needs to be improved. You have Omega Playthrough Emerald Episode 1, and then the sequel is just called Pokemon Emerald Episode 2.
Yeah.
There needs to be consistency with those titles. They're, gosh, there's so much here that it's hard to like really take it all in and figure out what a.
The main page of the channel is So I clicked on the channel, no channel trailer.
No channel
Even
trailer,
like
that's an
a
issue.
video you like a lot,
No banner.
make that a thing. No banner. You have a playlist before your regular uploads and popular videos. You want those in there because that's what people are gonna go to first. You know, you gotta organize it like how other channels are organizing things and just do that.
And another one.
You know, it's a YouTube is hard. I'm gonna say it now. Like,
Yeah.
but if you're willing to put in the work, you can do it. But if you're not willing to put in the work, then
Yeah, it doesn't work.
that sucks.
It's just.
Yeah, I mean,
seeing how much time I have.
The
this
big
is the
thing,
best
the main
example of
thing,
what Butter said earlier about putting in effort
Yeah.
and showing some potential and stuff.
I
Like,
thought it was
don't
way
take what we
better.
say to heart, but if you don't put in the effort and stuff, collabs won't happen. You will not go anywhere.
Yeah.
Like you have to,
Hey,
you have
he
to
has a
consider. Like
premiere.
you're at a starting point. So keep going.
Wait, quick question.
Yeah.
Why was? Oh, never mind. It's Fire Red episode. I got confused. I was like, wait. I thought episode 1 of this Let's Play was uploaded after episode 2. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, I think it was.
that actually caught me off guard too, as well.
But yeah, also
but also,
thumbnails.
like-
please thumbnails.
Yeah. Thumbnails, absolutely. If if you can't pay someone to make a thumbnail for you, learn how to make them yourself.
Dude, like,
It takes a lot. It takes a lot of time and practice and trial and error to make a thumbnail look good, and to figure
Well,
out
at least you'll be trying.
what makes a thumbnail look good.
people.
Yeah, like it takes a lot of trial and error, but just do it.
I feel like
It's extremely important.
I feel like a lot of people who are just starting out with YouTube don't realize how long it actually takes to make thumbnails. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I take an average of 3 to 4 hours on every thumbnail.
Ooh.
Like, I am like,
I don't think I take that long, but I do take about like, I think on average I probably take about like half an hour, maybe 20-30 minutes tops.
yeah, I take that long. Like, I have to draw them because entirely, right? Cause,
Oh, well, that's right, because you draw them.
Yeah, because it's animation,
You draw
right?
them.
But like, so what I'll do is I'll sketch up multiple different concepts for thumbnails.
Why would you even?
And then, like, sometimes I'll even make, like, 3 or 4, like, 2 or 3 thumbnails, because I can't decide till the last second. But, yeah, no, like, a lot of work goes into thumbnails, because you want it, it's the first impression of your video. It's the first thing people see.
I think I will say, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I feel like we should wrap this one up, just because I feel like we said what we need to say.
Yeah.
Like, work on your editing.
I mean,
work
yeah,
on some
there's
screen capture. Work on, just like thumbnails. Like, you really, like, it feels like that you're getting your feet wet and just seeing, like, uploading just to upload, which is good, but it doesn't feel like you're really, like, if this is what you're gonna be posting, you should look at a new hobby. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh god,
That's
a little harsh,
Let 'em have
but
fun.
I mean,
That is harsh. But,
Yeah, I mean,
like,
I'd say if
I
this is what you're
mean-
posting, don't expect to get big or go anywhere if this is what you're posting.
Yeah.
Like, you can still post it
Yeah.
and have fun, dude. Like,
I'm just saying, like, if he's trying to do it to be professional, get a new hobby, because it's not going to go anywhere at this stage. He said be as real as possible. And
Yeah.
I know it's going to sound cruel. If you notice, I stuttered when I said it. I know that it sounds cruel, but somebody's got to say it, and he has to take it in 2 ways. He's either going to take it as encouragement and keep going, and like take the punches and keep going, or he's just going to find something else that he's really good at and go with that.
I
Because
hope he keeps going. I want to see another, like, big success story.
I would
here.
like to see more of that Fire Red. Okay, I am a huge fan of Fire Red. That instantly caught my interest. It's just I want to see more from you, and like I tell every person, I am keeping my eye on you, so I want to see improvement. I am the Simon Cowell of the show, so like take what I say with a pinch of salt. I'm gonna be harsh. I'm gonna be cruel.
I'm the
but
Paula
it's
of
only
the show.
it's only because I'm really harsh and cruel about myself. Everything I say to other people is usually what I say to myself in my head. So, I apologize ahead of time.
So, who's...
Yeah, did somebody else already put
Yeah, I
the other video in there? All right, awesome.
So, who's this
thanks.
by?
So the next one is by TheTransKing. It's a BitLife video, which I do like some BitLife. So
Hey,
should
BitLife
be
videos are
interesting.
usually pretty funny.
Yeah, if they're executed properly.
If they're executed
which
well.
we haven't seen. Yeah. So let's just jump in. 3, 2, 1. Let's jam.
Okay, so just in case this life works out for this challenge, I will record a different life on my iPad, and hopefully maybe that one will
This is
work
the
out too.
Deadbeat Dad Challenge, which I don't think I've done any of the challenges in BitLife, so...
God.
I've never played BitLife, so this is all new to
that way
me.
you can choose prints.
So, again, I'd say, like,
Okay, first-
open up with a little more flair, and, like, you know, like,
Yeah.
clearly not that...
This is very quiet.
Yeah.
I'm hearing a lot of mumbling, a lot of, like, kind of... It's just very quiet, very low.
One thing I'll say though, it's nice that you are recording, in front from a screen capture on your phone. It looks really clean.
Yeah, it does. It does definitely look clean. You know?
Yeah.
If you want an extra thing... Fun thing that you taught in, like, like some people will do when they're recording a phone screen like this, is some people will have it mirrored in the background, like stretched out with a ton of like blur on it, just because it makes a nice aesthetic for viewers to look at.
I was gonna mention that, either like a border or some sort of who paused.
Oh, I did, just so like there wasn't like 3 voices talking at the same time.
Fair.
Yeah, just so they could hear it.
Apologize.
Yeah.
All right.
Agree. Focus on real life. So.
But yeah, like I would suggest just a little more editing. You seem to need a little practice getting comfortable with your voice and like on camera
and that kind of stuff. There are certain things that you can't just improve overnight, and just getting comfortable talking to a screen, talking to a microphone, is something that takes literal years to perfect and get really good at.
One thing that can fast track it. This is gonna sound weird, but this has helped me, and I know this helped a lot of people I know, is you can fast track it, like getting comfortable with it by taking some online improv lessons. You can find some for free. Like just practice some improv, record yourself doing it, get a buddy with you or something. It really helps you open up with confidence and getting like a hold of yourself, you know, and like realizing, yes, I can do this, you know. And another thing that helps is just, again, confidence. Like before I record in the mirror, before I record, this is gonna sound so lame, but I will sometimes.
I only pause it just so I can hear what Parnell's saying better. I apologize ahead of time.
That's alright.
You know, you can turn down the volume.
I can.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hold up.
One thing that I'll do sometimes before I record, or that I used to do when I was less confident, is I would look in the mirror right before recording and say, I am awesome. I am going to nail this. I can do this right now because I am a cool person who's going to do a cool thing. And if you say that to yourself, it actually does boost your confidence. It actually will. That's just life advice in general, honestly. It can be very helpful. Don't become full egotistical, but, you know, confidence is important on camera and on recording. And improv classes can help that, and just motivational talks in the mirror.
Shopping.
Yeah. Or you could do what I do and just talk to yourself like a raving lunatic. Just kind of, in general.
So, overall thoughts on the
You think of
video,
something,
what are
just...
you guys thinking?
I mean, it's fine. I think the video, I feel... It's a solid start, yeah. I feel like it needs a little bit more flair is all. There's minimal to no editing, and that's an issue.
Like, I think TheTransKing has the potential to pull this off. I really do, but it's gonna take some practice and some hard work, you know?
Yeah. Like, I feel... I see a bit of potential in there. I feel like I say that a little bit too much, but I do see a bit of potential.
Yeah, isn't that my
in terms of just...
I think it's alright.
Well, I
think
feel
it's
like
better than where the other. I feel like it feels like steps. Like compared to the last person, they're just getting their feet wet. They're just doing it as a hobby. By the way, I do apologize because that was a little bit too harsh the way I said it. But like what I meant by finding a new hobby was more or less like don't expect to make it a career. And here it feels like a step up. So, I'm gonna go backtrack just for 1 sec, just to be like, to the last person I interviewed, this is where I want you to be next time we see you. And then to the person we're reviewing now, I want you to see a step up. I want to see a little bit of editing. I want to see, let me see, does this person have a banner on their channel? I didn't check, actually.
Wait, how
Oh snap, channel checking time.
I'm so confused here. I'm so confused here.
I will not keep calm is the banner, which is... It doesn't say a lot about your channel.
At least
gotta say,
have
it's
a banner,
very...
a custom banner.
At least you have a banner.
Hey, Sims 4. My friend Christine got me into that
Hey.
recently.
And also, it looks like they're being
It's not as good as Sims 3, but it's okay.
The thumbnails and stuff, which is something like with the newer videos. So there's growth.
Oh, wait.
And
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see... Yeah.
This is someone who has the drive to
That's like
try to improve. I can
jewelry.
see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's work.
I can
so-
see,
Right.
yeah, like I see like a lot of the older videos were recorded like on a camera,
'Cause
like just kind of a camera facing a screen, and now they're actually like screen recording. Like,
TheTransKing was where the last person was
And
at one
then-
point, and
Yeah.
is at the step
Yeah.
up. So like your guess was right
Abandoned.
in that way, you know. But yeah. So
Baby
the
steps.
next step is a little bit of editing, and on your own time, once in a while, just
Okay,
practice
you
getting
are
that
growing
confidence.
up.
It will come naturally, but if you want to fast track it,
Oh,
you heard my
It
advice
is- I
on fast tracking it.
why are you?
Other than that, I say it's
Why
pretty
do I have a
solid,
stock
pretty
rope?
groovy, pretty mint.
Come on.
yeah, I
you
feel
don't
like
wanna reconnect
a bit
with
of
me.
trimming the fat, kind of
You
showing the
wanna
highlights.
reconnect.
Oh, absolutely.
And kind of, yeah, I mean that's important. All right, so the next one is Itl Vixen, which I think we've seen Itl Vixen before.
Hey, an
I already-
intro.
I can't
already saw
remember.
the intro a little bit. That was pretty nice.
It's a pretty clean intro.
Oh yeah, the intro.
Yeah,
let's
let's jump right into it.
yeah.
Oh.
3, 2, 1, let's jam.
I dig the purple.
The song slaps.
Hey up, Fox and Vixens, it's Itl Vixen here, and welcome to a new playthrough.
Something.
We are going to be
Alright,
playing
alright.
through Pokemon
Audio is a little
Desolation.
muddy.
Now,
Eh.
I do
Okay,
have
I'll
some
forgive the
thoughts
muddiness
on
of the
how
audio
played this, but
because
I've never
audio-
streamed it.
It's easier to get
And-
higher video quality than audio quality. That's something I learned.
So yeah, I know some bits I can have.
Oh, absolutely. Audio's
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah, audio
Now
is
the
really
thing
hard.
that's
Oh yeah, even my audio is not the best. I need a new mic. Basically.
Get the one I
That's
got
bugging.
for $200. You too could have an amazing microphone.
And see what happens.
Hey,
This is the world. That
Mine's
you created.
25 and it's pretty good for 25. So
mine's about 175, almost 200. It used to be 200, but it's gone down in price because it's a bit old.
Of your own creation.
So it's pretty good, I
Consider the
think.
consequences of what
But
you did.
may I recommend
All that you've done.
this is driving me
Don't
nuts.
worry.
Please center
Shall we
this
start from the
the
beginning?
Yeah.
gameplay.
Oh yeah, I was about to mention like this is the centering
wouldn't
is
be as bad if there
I
was
don't-
like framing there, like maybe with like a little character or
Come
something
on,
like
what?
that.
Want the damage?
Yeah, if
Yeah.
there was like a border or something, it wouldn't be as like distracting. But like, what do you even do that makes it like this? I don't know. It's kind of odd. It's very
it could
odd.
be just some weird recording settings that cause, and then
Yeah,
just
that's very possible.
and then just or just I don't know. I don't know what this person's editing on.
It's Rosella. I can't contain myself. Good evening,
What is this
tourists.
game?
It's a cool night here in Setsunian
Pokemon
City.
Desolation. I never heard of that
Perfect for
one.
the upcoming tourists on the cruise. Welcome to the trainer
At least
Yeah,
this one's
it's-
actually recorded.
Oh, yeah, I think this is a fan game.
Oh, okay. A fan game that's still around of Pokemon?
I'm the very top gym leader,
Uh,
and Star Singer
Game
also
Freak is a little more lenient than straight up Nintendo, so
Fair.
that's probably why it's still alive.
Let's face it, the only ones who are really cool about fan games though, Sega.
As you will know,
Sega.
Yeah.
Play Sonic GT.
Sega straight up just goes, hey, fan games? Let's hire them.
Maybe they'll
They
help
don't do
us
that
make a
nearly
good
enough,
game.
though.
Yeah.
That's what happened with Sonic Mania.
Yeah. But anyways, the video, I just don't have much to say because this person has a little more
It's-
confidence, but you know, like,
It's mediocre. I mean, the voiceover is good.
like,
I feel like there just needs to be a little more
censor the video,
editing or
please.
something. Why is the video like that? That needs to be fixed. That absolutely needs to be fixed.
It's-
For
Just a little more
Pyro's
editing, just a little more
but
flair.
for Pyro's
just-
sake, keep it right there on every video. Maybe put like a little cup crying in the corner. Like,
I will lend you the PNG of one of
Oh,
his
no.
cup character crying if you want.
yeah, just keep it right there for Pyro.
Still
Other than
have
that, move it in the middle, but for Pyro, make it the only one he can watch just right there in the corner. And then just put there it is.
Next time you send in a video, I want it to be this exact same video, but with that coffee mug crying in the corner.
But yeah,
just the exact same video,
No,
and I will
like,
tell you, just keep it
I'll
the
just
same
say,
way.
like,
Just
there's been a consistent theme today of improvements and like putting in the effort and investing time and effort today.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
like yeah, just edit it a bit more, you know? Add some editing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You say a funny joke, zoom in, emphasize it a little, you know?
Now that
You-
you've got your piece of laminated plastic,
you
go
wanna-
and get lunch.
You see something on screen that you're pointing out,
can't eat-
zoom in on it.
God, you
Just
can't see
just
anything
even
on
like
it.
jump
You
cutting
cannot.
in
Okay,
is a
let's
little
go
extra
grab
visual
ourselves
flair that could
some
draw in an
light.
audience so much.
Agreed.
You know?
Well, meet you out there on the deck where.
And like
where
it
the show-
surprises me how few people doing gaming videos that we see on this show don't do that.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
It drives me
20,
crazy because
45, 50,
that's like my
60,
main
65,
content is
70.
gaming content. So
So
it's
you
like,
only
bruh.
go up to level 20,
Yeah, I mean,
start off with,
It's
save the
it is something that is
game,
just
don't want any crashes,
like
and
it's the bare minimum,
This is so beyond.
like when it comes to that sort
Like
of thing.
this
just
used
kind
to
of,
be the standard. This
Oh,
was
true
the
enough.
standard for a while.
this it used to be the standard, yes.
It-
I think back to the
It's one of
content
the
creators that I
islands in the
watched.
Alpine
Chugga
region.
Conroy
It's
still
expensive
does this.
because
Maryland is like a
That
Pokemon YouTuber I used to
forests
watch a
are
lot.
still dominated by natives.
But nowadays, this really isn't the content that gets big.
you can still do that if you just want to do this. Yes, but you should still add some visual flair. Do some like some people who do this still, who just do a walkthrough like this, will like add little
Yeah.
text on the screen to emphasize things you say once in a while. You know.
Yeah.
Add like just you know, have fun with it. Editing isn't a chore.
Piece of
If you can have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
Especially,
This is called walkthrough / let's play, so I guess it's fine as a walkthrough.
especially Pokemon. Pokemon can be so funny
Hey,
though.
Vixen, I was just brushing my hair.
Mm-hmm.
This damn thing keeps jumping out of this
Pokemon is a
Pokeball.
game that could
Think
just
it
be
wants
so
to, it doesn't
freaking hilarious.
What were you worried
I
about?
would do a Pokemon Let's Play if I could
That means
figure
you
out how to
know me well,
record the
Vixen.
screen on a
Seems you're
DS
learning.
and shit.
Repetition with aim increase slightly. Repetition with
Well,
a
I
given
can't
number
help you
to
record a
each
screen with
each
DS,
part
but I can help you
depending
record
on
a screen of an
how
Android.
you treat them.
I'm not
Do or
playing on
say
my
something that
Android.
A character likes. The dialogue will
Okay.
be agreed.
I mean, I could get an emulator and play it on my
Repetition
PC.
Specific to that
You
character
could.
will be rewarded. However, if you do or say something they dislike,
Like,
the text will
just
appear
own the
and
game.
you
I
will
have to
need
legally say that
for
again.
that character.
Just own the game
Perhaps
as
will have
well, though.
consequences. Just give me a moment to get myself
I'll
started.
own the
Let
game.
me just outside
Wait.
shortly, okay? I'm starving.
No, wait, just own the game.
I'll own the game. Wink.
I
Yeah.
am not legally
But I-
liable of anything he does.
Parnell. This was Parnell's plan. Wink.
But yeah, I mean, I really don't have any much to say about this video. Just keep practicing at like commentary, and figure out this thing. Why is it like this?
And he said, "I'm a girl." You're just going, "What is this? Why is it like this? Why does this exist?"
No, we just don't understand why it's not center, because it should be center by default usually, unless they're using a
Why
weird
is it
editor.
like this?
It's
Why?
like it's like this either like something went wrong or this is an active choice. I'm gonna check oh, I can't check the channel. Okay.
Oh, wait.
Oh, Genshin Impact. Okay, and it's funny moments.
Oh yeah, we're going back to CoffeeCat. This is
Oh,
this is another
CoffeeCat's
CoffeeCat
usually
video.
pretty fun. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm really
Didn't I
interested in this one. I
review
don't know
CoffeeCat
if I've
before?
seen this one.
That's who I was thinking about getting
Yeah.
a collab. Oh, I should not said that on stream.
Well, now you gotta go through with it. Now you gotta invite CoffeeCat.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I mean we've had CoffeeCat on the podcast before. Friend of the show, great person,
Yeah.
really cool. So let's see what he's got for us. 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Mr. Shang-Li, can we go to the mall? Can we go to the mall?
Sure, child, but do you have more on you?
Yes, actually.
Okay, let's
Hey, let's go. Mr. Shang-Li, why is the mall broken? What happened to the mall?
This isn't the mall, child.
This isn't the mall? It has
No, it's
your
not.
Oh god, this is
location.
That's
dude, this is just hilarious. This is good stuff.
It's great. Like
this
CoffeeCat is a good content creator.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we've already kind of established this.
Do you want to move over here?
Guys, just subscribe to CoffeeCat. Look at this. This is quality, funny content that'll just make you smile.
This is my
You know?
Already, I'm starting to feel like this is just going to become a big commercial for CoffeeCat.
You know, like, what can we say about this, CoffeeCat? What can we say outside of just promote you? Is that what you want? You just want us to, like, to just, like, say, hey, CoffeeCat's really funny.
I subbed.
Yeah.
Where did you?
I've been subbed for a bit now. So,
Appropriate answer. Is this them all?
Cabbage. No, it's cabbage.
it's cabbage.
Always has been.
It's not a mall.
You know, I know this is off topic, but I just read your guys' comments off my second video, and all I can say is wow.
what did you write, Pyro?
Let me read it. Let me
I
read
don't know,
it.
what did
Yo ho, a pirate's life for me. We pillage, plunder, we rip the loot. Stand up, my hearties, yo ho.
Go there.
You have to share what I wrote now.
We
too, with the
we
audience.
kidnapped and ravaged. We don't give a hoot. Stand up, my hearties, yo ho, yo ho, yo ho. It's not done yet.
Yo ho, yo
A
ho.
pirate's life for me. We extort.
Now that I think about it, I should have done the One Piece intro.
Oh my.
I should have done the 4Kids One Piece intro instead.
You
How
gotta
long
read
is
mine
this?
now. You gotta keep this
No.
fair. You gotta read my mind.
Oh, yours
as well.
yours is just finally a second video. It's about time, broskies. God dang.
Broskies.
Puppy.
Santos, you're in the game?
Oh, hey, I just...
No!
No!
Santos,
No!
you're in the game!
No!
Guys,
No!
DowncastSpark himself made a cameo in this game.
No, that's not me. It's an imposter.
It's an imposter. Can we edit in the
But this isn't Among Us.
yeah.
I felt
trying
that.
to murder
I
them?
felt.
I tried
Can you
to
kill the
I'm
dog
just-
now?
Don't kill the dog.
Kill. Well, wait.
Pet the dog.
That was such great timing. It's like, don't kill the dog. Kill the dog, and then it's just a guy with wine. Like,
Is there like a code to
I'm not
open this?
discreetly moving to my desk because my
Is there, like,
battery's
a
at 5%.
thing that opens them now? Are we that?
also, I followed CoffeeCat on Twitter as well because it showed him as following me, I think, or he was just recommended one of the
Hey,
two.
do you know where Hot Topic
Holy
is?
shoot!
I need to buy mascara.
He got a lot
Yeah.
followers on Twitter.
To summarize what we're saying
What
here,
is this store?
CoffeeCat funny, subscribe.
Garden? Can I buy
Yes,
the big
CoffeeCat
red
Funny,
one?
subscribe.
CoffeeCat funny, subscribe to this man, because this is just good content. Like,
Dude, what? His Twitter be popping, but his like
you.
that, bro.
What is he doing in the ground? You just
Another
like
doggy.
stepped on
He's
him
not
to
in the ground.
you were like
guys,
standing
can
on
I
him
give
and
this?
pushed him
Can I
into
give
the
this
ground.
video a
I'm
30
pretty sure
out of?
that's dog
That's
abuse.
your imagination.
Can I give this video a 30 out of 10 for having doggies?
Examining.
Okay.
Like,
Summarizing the
yes,
video,
the red
it's
one.
good.
Dogs.
Keep doing it.
He is the deal.
And more
art
dogs.
form. Gotta look for the good stuff.
Yeah, like, I really don't have much to say about it. Like, it's a good video. It's
Yeah.
CoffeeCat.
Then the hero,
Like,
the savior, the saving grace of this wasteland of content, the one, the only, Rose of the Night 4444.
Yeah.
Round of applause! Oh my god!
yeah.
Let's see what she's got for us
So
today.
it seems like it's a reaction
Yeah.
video, which I don't think we've
I
seen.
We haven't
I
seen
never
reaction
seen her do
videos
it
before, so
Like, she's made them. I've seen them on my own time. I saw her asexual one. That was pretty good.
oh yeah, I think I
Sing.
can't remember if I saw that one. I feel like I have, but I can't remember much about it.
But yeah. So
But yeah, so
But yeah,
getting recognized stories. Let's see what this one's
she's
about.
reacting
I
to
wonder if it's about
Rebecca
getting
Parham,
recognized.
who is one of my personal favorite animators on the
Oh.
platform. She's a very talented content creator, Rebecca Parham. Like, would recommend her content as well. Also recommend Rose's content. Purely, like, Rose has so much drive. We say this, like, every episode, I feel. How much, like, drive and how, like, impressive Rose is. Just because of how hard she works to make her content better and better every time. Like, I have so much respect for Rose, honestly.
So yeah, anyway, let's actually get in here and watch it. 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Will not continue using, and will pause frequently to get my thoughts. However, I do appreciate the warning.
Hello, YouTube
I love that
viewers, and
Pillar of Autumn
welcome to
alarm
another
music she
video.
used. That was pretty good.
Oh!
Is that a new intro?
Whoa! Hold the fuck. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back.
That
go
looks
back.
nice. That looks clean.
That does look nice.
Like,
Oh!
I like
there
that.
she is. There she is.
Anything
Woo!
Anything I can relate personally.
Wow!
I'm always interested in hearing
Alright,
other
I'm sorry,
people's
I'm good.
perspectives about topics like this. I can only imagine. the
Oh my
wild
god, that made me
stories
so
that are about to
excited.
be told here.
They grow up so fast.
Hello, my geeks
Explainers and
and
entertainers.
explainers and blah blah blah.
Oh.
Listen here. If you know that intro, chances are you know who I am.
Uh-huh,
And if you
yeah.
don't, hi, I'm Rebecca. Thank you kindly for noticing I don't have a mouth. Jumped right out of the inkwell without it. Anyways, back to my original point. If you know me, there's a chance you may one day be gallivanting about in the world and happen to spy a wild Becca in her natural habitat. And if that glorious day comes, I assure you, my little oodle-lollies, that it is quite okay to approach. I shall not maul you to death. Probably. Something that you'll hear a lot from storytime animators is that they don't know why people get excited or overwhelmed meeting them.
Yeah, I'm sure even celebrities sometimes feel that same way if they're not the type to be big-headed. Cause, yeah, it's like, you're just like, I'm just a person. Why are you excited to see me? It's just little old me. Who cares? But then it becomes very humbling because it's just like, wait a minute, I've done something. I've done something to affect this person in front of me who is very excited or nervous to meet me.
It's really funny how that this is
Hear a
that
lot from storytime
statement
animators
just
is
showed up
that
in
they
this
don't know why people
episode
get
where
excited
Butters
or
is saying a
overwhelmed
very
meeting
similar
them.
thing
Oh,
earlier.
please don't cry. I'm just a
Yeah,
weirdo
pretty
who spends
much.
way too much time in front of a computer screen and doesn't shower nearly as much as I should. That's it. That's the reality of our situation.
Well,
I'm
I-
laughing
I'm not gonna
because
speak for a
I
I
while.
recognize
fucking
some
love
of
this
those.
animator as well, by the way. This is
Rebecca Parham.
It's
Yeah.
fantastic.
She's so good.
Computer screen and doesn't shower nearly as
I
much
told
as
you, she's
should.
one of my
That's
favorite
it.
animators
That's
on
the reality
YouTube.
of our
She's
situation.
one of my
The day-to-day
favorites.
of what we do is not glamorous. Actually, strike that. I'll tell you the one time that this job does feel glamorous. Conventions.
Ah,
Sponsors
yes.
give us a metric ton of free stuff, and when we
Yes.
step on a stage, everybody goes, bah! But even then, you're working really hard at these events. You're
Yep.
sweaty and exhausted, and your feet hurt because you just had to wear the sparkly red high heels, didn't you, Dorothy? Click them together. Maybe you'll get some Dr. Scholl's, you fashionista wannabe. That's what we're talking about. Oh, right. Meeting all of you.
She just roast herself? My god.
Sit down. I got funny stories. About 3-ish years ago. I
Yeah,
was
she
deported.
roasts herself a lot.
Nothing particularly important about this trip. I was just
Click
sitting
your
in the
heels
fence.
together,
I got
you
mine
might
to
get
check
a
out,
pair
and
of
the
So
box
wait,
was
have you
full.
guys actually never seen
Big, tall
Let Me
football
Explain
player
Studios
guy.
before?
Now, when I'm at a convention or on the rare
Never.
occasion appearing in
Oh
a
my
video,
god, you
Oh,
guys
I
gotta
love-
go
I
watch
love
this
Let
channel.
Me
Oh my
Explain
God.
It's
Studios.
Fair.
but that day,
She is
I was in normal
like
Becca
Rebecca
no
Parham
makeup,
is
my hair was all frizzy,
so
I was wearing my
talented.
glasses.
so
Like, that would
funny.
help disguise me.
No one would suspect a thing if I wear my Clark Kent glasses.
But even still, sometimes people won't
But yeah,
realize who
would
I am
recommend.
because I'm not
One of
all
my favorite
pretty
channels on
Case in
YouTube.
point, while I was standing there in
But,
line, I
uh,
noticed the high school guy started to stare at me for a long
But yeah,
time. Wheels
hmm.
definitely turning in his head.
Oh.
He pulled out his phone, searched for something,
Oh.
and then began to look between me and his phone a few times.
Oh.
That's a
I
fun
love
feeling,
Rose just
knowing
going,
you're
"Oh,
being
no."
stared at, but not wanting to awkwardly return eye contact, so you do
I will
glance
say
things
something
over
for
and
you,
over
Rose.
to get
With the,
Oh.
this episode, the video, the audio balancing's
Yeah,
a little
I wonder
off.
why I don't wanna show my face.
You
Yeah.
should be louder than the actual video.
being stared at, but not wanting to
Because
awkwardly
if I
return
wanted
eye
to see
contact, so
Rebecca's
you do that quick
video, I'd
glance
watch
thing
Rebecca's
over and
video.
over.
I'd
The
rather
guy's mother
hear from
finished
you.
paying,
Yeah.
began wheeling
You
me
know,
Yeah,
I want to hear what you're up
That's
to.
kind of what I was
Get
thinking. It
the
feels
lead out,
more
we're
like
going.
I'm.
You
Okay, I'm
look
gonna pause
at
it
me
right here.
rather
Actually,
frantically and
I do feel like I'm more watching Rebecca's video rather than watching Rose's video right now.
Now, like, I get it. These
Like, it
are
doesn't
Reaction
feel like-
content is hard to make. right. Like
it is so
It's
hard.
very hard. It's extremely
honestly, Rose,
difficult.
I appreciate you attempting it. I just feel like feel like, you know, try it again, and if you just can't get it, maybe just reaction content isn't for you. Definitely not for me. I hate making reaction content.
I feel like if you're gonna make a reaction video, make it a video. Make it a video that you actually have something to really say on, and also like make it a video. I guess I know a lot of people hate Leafy, and I totally understand why. But maybe try and make it in his style, where you kind of show a bit of the video, cut away, give your opinions, show more of the video, cut away.
That's actually what I was going to suggest,
Leafy.
but I wasn't
miss
going to use
Leafy.
Leafy as an example. I was going to use someone like Jarvis Jargon or something
I miss
as
Leafy
an
so
example.
much.
Like so, and I was going to say, yeah, like cut away, give your opinions. It could just be gameplay. It could be character stills if you want. It could be live action, whatever you want. That's a stylistic choice, you know. I'm not going to judge on any of them, you know. But it is a good idea to do it. Like, you watch a bit, cut away, opinions. Watch a bit, cut away, opinions, right? So, like, whenever you...
Yeah, it's a much cleaner way to give your opinions on stuff and react to something.
It is, for sure. And audio balancing, even if you do just this format, audio balancing is very hard. Very, very hard. Like, we are getting into... But yeah, no, I think you could definitely pull this off, Rose. I really do. Because, like, we've seen Rose do really cool, good stuff before. Like, and we know she can. So, like, that's why I'm like, I'm not afraid to say this stuff. Because I'm like, Rose is a freaking champ and she could do it. She has the talent. She has the drive. You know? So that's... And I think these are supposed to be kind of like bonus videos in between the main big videos. Yeah. So that makes sense. That totally makes sense why you'd want to just pause the video and talk. But then that's where the audio balancing becomes crucial. Because you definitely should be louder than Rebecca. I know Rebecca is hilarious. Trust me, I'm a huge fan. But, yeah, you know, like I said, if we want... We could always watch your video, then Rebecca's right after, right? And that's what you want people to do. If you're...
Yeah, I feel like a good thing... I feel like you should go with... I'm talking directly to Rose now. I think you should go with kind of the Leafy formula, with how your video is right now, with how you're doing this video right now. I feel like the Leafy formula of, you know, video gameplay, and stuff like that, I feel like that would be a good way to do it. And also, if you want to go that way, you're a big fan of Halo, just record a bunch of Halo footage, a bunch of Skyrim footage, whatever, or reuse footage, whatever, and just kind of use that as kind of, you know, your filler stuff. Because if you're a gaming channel, it's just helpful to just have pre-recorded content just ready to go for whatever reason. So definitely kind of, if you want to do that, it's good to kind of stockpile recordings just for the sake of having them.
Pyro, is this your way of saying you
videos,
needed
for
more
videos
Sonic
like this.
Unleashed footage from me?
Oh my god.
No, it would have been nice to have an actual video, an actual footage of you doing the Shoryuken from that game, but
Shoryuken? Which one is that again?
Yeah, there's like a Shoryuken move in that game. You didn't know that?
I didn't. I've been playing this game for years and I didn't know this. Sorry, I didn't know that was a thing.
I like referenced it in the script, and then I realized, oh wait, oh no, now I have to pray that he actually knows the move.
I did, honestly, I just upgrade my werehog to a point where I can button mash and get away with it. You know? I don't know any of the combos.
That makes sense.
I S-ranked all the werehog levels out of pure being over-leveled. And knowing some of the speedrun strats for the platforming sections. And that's it. Yeah, no, anyways, with this, Rose, I don't think this is your best work. I don't.
Yeah.
Do I?
I mean, it's her. She's diving into a new genre
Exactly
of content, and that's always gonna come with
It's a new,
issues.
This is a new genre. This is something brand new. That's hard, and this is a harder genre to do. I think you can do it. I really do. You've shown us time and time again that you can do anything you set your mind to. Anything, like, you could sit there and go, I feel like you're the kind of person who could sit there and go, I feel like just, I don't know, like, you could sit there and go, I'm going to make a feature-length film, and, like, you could pull it off if you wanted, because you just have the drive, and you put in the effort. Again, really common theme today, effort. Like...
Yeah.
And this is someone who does put in the effort, you know? Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that was our final, that was the final video that we were looking at.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice that was the final video. But yeah, I mean, do we have any other thoughts on, anything to plug? Anything?
I think we all have things to plug. We're YouTubers after all.
Well, yes.
First, come subscribe to me on Parnell Animation. I just released a new cartoon, and I spent a really long time and a lot of work animating it. It is, like I said earlier, it is hand-drawn, frame by frame. So, please give it some love and support, because I am very tired after that one. Like, I had an original song composed. Like, I have original songs composed for everything, I guess. But, like, I had an original vocal song composed for it. And Gina and I had to actively, like, storyboard the scene and, like, make sure every little detail of animation lined up with the song. And, like, so we put in a lot of effort in that final scene alone. So go give it some love, please.
I mean, it's a great video. It's a great video.
Thank you.
You did really well on that. I definitely, yeah. Spark, anything you want to plug?
Of course. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post a lot of stuff there. I'm coming back. Have a lot of big things in the work. I'm just not posting a lot right now because I'm either helping other people with their own content. I'm playing stuff for myself. If you want updates on stuff like that, go ahead and check me out on my Twitter, on my Instagram, on my Facebook page. And as much as I diss them, I still use it because I have a following on there. Go ahead and check me out on Storyfire because I post updates of what's coming out on there as well. And you can watch all of my content on either YouTube or Utreon.
Hey.
So there you go. There it is.
All right, so me personally, I don't have a lot to plug at the moment. I may or may not be working on a video about the history of Duke Nukem Forever. I'm still kind of stuck on what I'm going to do with that video, but if that doesn't end up happening, then I have some other stuff in the pipeline. So stuff is happening on my channel for once in a while, because I took a long hiatus in the beginning of this year. But yeah, other than that, we also have YTFA has a Discord server now, thanks to DowncastSpark. We've partnered with Realm of Rejects. If you go on that, Discord server, you can also upload, submit videos for the podcast over there as well. So yeah, that's another like way that you can get our attention and possibly get a video reviewed.
Yeah.
Outside of that, that's all the time that we have. If you'd like to get your content reviewed, then make sure to submit your videos to the YTFA subreddit or submit your videos to the YTFA Amino or the
Discord.
Discord that I just mentioned. Yes. With that said, remember to keep at it and keep improving.
Bye.
Later.